All right. We set?
You guys were set.
And this is a retake or this is a continuation?
Retake.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, to our fans, once again, this is the Ouija versus Master podcast. This is take three because we fucking idiots out here. You're.
Nah, boy, that was all you. The first two.
Oh,
Let me
okay. Oh,
tell
okay. Okay. I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame.
we had it going good, boy, but
Okay, okay. I love how like I have all the energy and I'm getting my ass talked to because I made a simple mistake that wasn't even my fault. But Michael here fucked up the first take and he
boy, how
runs
you
this
leave the light
kill for
on
sure.
in your dash truck, boy?
Oh my goodness, I'm an idiot. That's why. Okay,
Nah, let me
but
chill. Let me chill.
all right. So so today's topic, we're gonna be talking about shows from our past that we would love to see on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Nostalgia is a powerful fucking thing, man. It runs the world. So why not put our choices out there and maybe Netflix would hear. But before we get started, thanks to you 12 subscribers, we just got sponsored by Manscaped. Make them balls clean. You heard? I'm fucking playing with everyone. Please
Stop
don't let us get
playing.
sued.
Stop playing. Yo, I'm dead. My man
Please
just
don't
gave
let
him
us.
a free shout out and we didn't really pay for it.
Bro, they're
Hey
good
Mike,
though.
hey Mike,
They're
cut
good.
that. Cut
They're,
that.
no, 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 no. Manscaped is not subscribing to us, but straight up, I use their shit. Balls clean and smell great, bro.
I'm dead, bro.
Yo, I'll hope if we get big, they sponsor us. I'll be so happy.
Yo, this is crazy.
Um,
uh,
okay, so
Bro, first
I'm
we need
guessing.
G Fuel, then we start working our way up.
This dude said G Fuel, get out of here! I can't stand you.
Yo, I haven't heard
Okay,
that in years. It's,
G Fuel's still a big thing.
Yeah,
damn.
apparently.
A lot of YouTubers are sponsored by G Fuel, and if it's not G Fuel, it's another company that does the same thing. It's like gamer gamer something like gamer something. I can't remember. It's like gamer GG or whatever. All right. So I'm gonna start off. So I'm not sure if all you oldies out there remember, but there used to be this block on Disney Toons. And by the way, for all you don't know, Disney Toon was the channel before Disney XD became a thing, where Disney had all their cartoons on that block, to compete with Cartoon Network, because they were the biggest cartoon channel in the game around that time. Um, they had a nightly block called Jetix, which they bought off of 4Kids, if I remember. It's something like that. Um, and this show I'm about to mention is actually one of the first animes, now that I think about it, that I got into and watched and really got me into the love of anime. And it was called Oban Star Racers. Do you guys know what that is?
No.
Um,
Nope.
Jose?
No.
I need you guys to do me a favor. Look up a picture of it. Um, just to make sure. You never know. But Oban Star Racer was this show about this galactic race that gets run um every such and such years to decide the next like divine being or god. It's been so long since I watched it. I'm telling you, if it was on Netflix, I'd sit down and just like binge watch this whole thing. But I remember the animation was so beautiful, the theme song was great. Um, and the main character was this girl, and her father was her manager. But her father never wanted her to race to begin with. She actually wanted to race because her mom was one of these star racers, but she ended up dying in one of the races, and he didn't want that same fate for his daughter. But she ends up rebelling against him and ends up being a racer anyway. And I think that was such a great show to get kids into anime, you know, because in your head you don't even know it's anime because it's like such an interesting style, but it is an actual anime. The dub was actually really good for it too.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have any questions about it? You know that I'm putting out what I can on this. I can play a theme song for you guys. If you,
Nah, chill. You might get copyrighted.
oh, I forgot. We're not in that era of YouTube that you used to play everything. I miss those days. Hmm. All right. I guess for the most part, that's my start off. You know, you guys don't really know much about it. There's not really a good conversation we can go around with this. So I guess whoever wants to go next could go next.
All right. Gonna pause it 1 second.
Okay.
All right, we're back. So the show I'm picking is the original Teen Titans. Do you remember that show?
Bro, why are you even asking that? Like, that's even a fucking question. Like, of course.
Would you want to watch it
trouble,
again?
you know who to call.
Oh,
Teen Titans.
dang, I didn't even remember the theme song, but yeah.
Bro, you don't remember anything. You're like a grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you see Teen Titans going now on Cartoon Network.
Bro, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Why are you even asking? It's everywhere.
Like I've seen episodes of it. I would just prefer the original show. Watch that again.
Wouldn't we all? But, you know, kids like bright colors and
Yeah.
lowbrow humor, and it sells toys. So Teen Titans Go isn't gonna go away for a long, long while.
I'd like to
I'm
watch
just
that.
I just hope they do what they did with like Samurai Jack and bring in one last season, make it dark and gritty, put it on Adult Swim, just like they did with Samurai Jack. That shit would be fire, like the original Teen Titans.
Alright. Is there any show you wanna put on Netflix?
Jose, we talking to you. Jose's asleep.
No. I'm good.
You're just thinking about it.
No, because I was looking at this thing right now. But what I was gonna say, the thing is that was on Nickelodeon, right?
No.
Oh my.
Oh no, that was
God.
on my bad. That was on Cartoon. That was on Cartoon Network. My bad.
Oh my God. Get this man out of here.
Yo.
Get this man out of here.
Hey, I think it's time for me to go to sleep. What I was gonna say, like I said, like you know the OGs, Danny Phantom, freaking Kim Possible, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like people would watch it again.
Do you remember much from that show, Danny Phantom? I really forgot.
Like I remember watching it, but like I said, I don't. My thing is like the same thing with the Avatar. I remembered watching it, but I never followed along with the story. You know what I'm saying? Until now, when I rewatched it.
Danny Phantom is more of a blur for me because I feel like I'm like Jose with that show. Most shows I do follow the story, but I felt like Danny Phantom I wasn't really following the story. It was more just enjoying the single
What the show
adventures they
was.
had.
Yeah. That's what it was with me, like back then. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to rewatch it again to see what's it up. I mean, I know the general idea. Like he went from a ghost to
Oh.
like
No,
to capture
went-
the. Was it with his dad, right, or something like that? Or
All right, so Danny Phantom was just 14 when his parents built a very strange machine. I can't remember
man
the
knows
rest
the
of the
whole
song.
theme song.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I can't.
I'm
I don't
dead.
remember any of that.
I don't even. Yeah, me neither. I don't even remember. I know that was this theme. I know that was
Yeah,
the theme song to it, but
Danny Phantom was just 14 when his family built a very strange machine, design, built something like that. And that's how you know I'm not reading lyrics. I'm really trying to remember.
yeah.
Man.
Uh, um, but yeah,
I remember like this goth girl from that show too, but
bro, I'm telling you that chick is what got me into goth chicks. She was definitely the start. I think her name
I'm
was
dead.
Sam.
Yeah, her
Bro,
name was
yeah.
Sam.
Wow, that sounds
bro,
good.
bro, how are we gonna have a conversation on this and y'all don't know shit? And you
No,
actually
no,
be a
her name
list.
was Sam. I remember that.
No, I know you remember, but like this dude Michael the entire time has been amazed at everything I can remember. Why do you want to watch these shows if you don't even remember them?
Like in my memory, they were good times when I watched them, but aside from that,
Mm.
The
Oh,
OG, bro.
you
yo,
mentioned
G.
Kim Possible. Also, I was looking at clips of it today with Rufus and Ron. Yeah, Ron.
Ron,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ron Stoppable.
that's good times.
You know what I want? I want to see Barney on there. Nah, let me check.
bro, bro,
Bro,
bro,
I
bro,
want
bro,
Barney. I want
bro,
Sesame Street. Nah, let me check.
bro, do a couple of shots and watch those shows. It's gonna be amazing. It's a
Bro,
whole
I'm
different world.
dead. What was the other one? Blue's Clues.
Bro, don't get me started. If they got
Oh,
Blue's
I
Clues
forgot
on
we can't
Netflix,
mention that one.
wait, why can't we mention Blue's Clues?
Because didn't your boy come out like a wasn't your boy like a pedophile or
Oh,
something
I
like
don't
that?
remember that.
No, no, I
No,
don't
no, but
remember
that was
that.
later on that they found out or something like that.
I
I think
remember
that was
one of the guy.
recently.
I remember the original guy who had cancer. That that's why they had to switch
That's
to
why
the
they
other.
switched guys, and then the second
Yeah,
guy was the one who did some. I don't know what it was.
God,
It
it's
was
just,
something like that, I
bro, just
believe.
yo, listen. I'm gonna switch the topic quickly. It is crazy to find out that like, yo, we could be finding out so much about like creators of shows we love. It's like these,
Yeah,
like think about it. Like Bill Cosby, that man was the grandfather for the black community. He was the aspiring black man that tried to, and he ended up being the worst human garbage imaginable. And but
I'm
like,
dead.
bro, but then it sucks because, bro, I want to still show my son Little Bill. Little Bill is such a good show. It has such a good
Yeah, I
message,
remember
and
Little Bill was the shit too.
bro, and it's just like it's so hard because I kind of believe, like I'm a person that believes separate the art from the artist, but like I don't know. Sometimes there's a line, and I'm just like, damn, I really want to show my kid Little Bill, but like I feel like I like I'm gonna have this conversation with him where like Bill Cosby comes in like what is it, construction paper form, right? They were construction paper animation, just like South Park, I think.
Yeah,
Um, and my son's gonna be asked, "Who's Little Bill?" And I don't know how I'm gonna explain that to him. I'm gonna be like, "Damn, I set myself up for failure." He's gonna learn good values from this monster. But like that could be with a lot of things. Like just like you said, I didn't know about this thing with Blue's Clues. I have to look that up. But it's like it's starting to seem like everyone got a case ready.
yeah. Even Elmo did too.
I
I
heard
think
about that one.
yeah,
I heard
Elmo had
about
a
that,
case.
but that one was old, and like the charges were dropped, I think, or something like that for
Oh,
some
okay.
bullshit. The probably I don't remember. It was something old, but like almost still on the on on you know. Barney was a huge one. That was
Oh, Barney
one
was
we
another one. Yeah.
that Barney was someone we knew about since like towards the end of elementary. Everyone used to know that one. Like that one's crazy. That one was big when we were really little kids before we could really understand what all that evil stuff is. But like, yo, just imagine like that stuff coming out now about Barney. That dude who played Barney is super lucky. Well, it was multiple different guys. So that one guy who
Yeah.
got Michael. See, this is what I mean. You get
I'm not
so
interested in
like
that conversation.
I'm not interested. All right, we'll go back to what we were talking about. I know this show was already on Netflix. This was on Netflix back, like I think just towards when we were about to leave high school, or maybe in the middle. But I would love to see Yin Yang Yo again,
Oh, I haven't watched that show in a long time.
bro. Yin Yang Yo would probably hit so well. Just like, just enjoy just some random cartoon bunnies and a fat panda, just doing martial arts, man. That's really all that show was. Yeah,
Oh,
Yo,
like
they gotta throw Mr. Rogers on dude.
oh, don't put my boy Mr. Rogers. I'm gonna cry.
Mr. Rogers, bro.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for my neighbor. Won't you be mine? Oh, won't you be mine?
yo, I'm looking at the list and I just see Dexter's Laboratory. Would you guys want that on?
Oh, I'll
Oh,
watch
hell
that
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Oh, oh, this is a show I think needs to be on any platform. And this was a show that really, to me, really spoke to me as a kid of color. My boy Static Shock needs to be out there on Netflix.
Yeah, that would be a really good
Bro,
show.
bro, bro, I'm looking at this. Static Shock only last. Well, no. Static Shock was on Jetix for only a year. It looks like. But I know that shit lasted a long time with on Cartoon Network because or like Warner Brothers because Warner Brothers own that. But um, for any person that doesn't know who Static Shock is, shame on you. One, two.
Yeah.
Static Shock was about this kid, Virgil, who goes to this school. His father is a minister, if I remember, and tries to preach to his son, hey, listen, you don't need to be another statistics. Gang violence is getting bad in our area and stuff like that. You don't need to be about that. Virgil doesn't listen. He gets in with the wrong crowd, and he the group that he goes with ends up being in this like cargo bay or something like that, and his boy passes him a piece, and he wasn't ready for it. It was going to be a gang shootout, and bullets are flying in the area, and he's just trying to run away. And in the cargo bay, there was this very experimental gas, which is going to be called the Bang Baby gas, and one of the one of the gangsters shoots it. The gas like spreads throughout that area, so whoever gets hit with the gas ends up knocking out, having a fever, and within like a hours to a day, it depends. It took longer for some people, faster for others. They end up having these crazy powers, and my boy Virgil ends up having the power of electromagnetics. So he could control anything electric and stuff like that just by pointing at it. Like he can make like electricity out of his hands. So like he could power anything and stuff like that. Oh, and it was such a great show. These people were called Bang Babies, and it was good to have like an all black superhero that was the main character because I could relate to him,
Yeah.
especially around that time where you know a lot of main characters weren't black, weren't like ethnic, like what's the word? A minority group. You know, every main character was usually, you know, a white guy, no offense, and stuff like that. So this was like a good take. So like the main character was a black guy, and his best friend was a white guy. So it was role reverse. And it was just a great show. It's such a great show.
One
Um,
thing I was surprised about is this character didn't pop up more during the years when people really liked him.
so so I was just about to mention the issue with um his character is that there is an issue with like legality because DC doesn't fully own his character. I think like Static Shock started off in this all black comic book uh publisher. There's a lot of characters that are like that, and DC bought him for a little bit, and then it went back. He's just in a like a big legal battle. It's the same thing with like Spider-Man when it comes to like Sony, even though it's a Marvel character. Sony just bought the movie rights for him. You know, it's that type of thing. But you know, he's slowly getting back into the game because he's in his character's in what's it called? Young Justice. He was in Young Justice the second season, and he's also in Young Justice the recent season that came out that everyone's not really into. So hopefully more happens with him. But the thing that I'm sad about is that this show didn't show up more in reruns. I think this was a show that definitely deserved to be shown for years and years, but I don't feel like it got that type of love. I remember it would pop up randomly throughout the years sometimes, but it never got the love it truly deserved.
Yeah.
But yeah. Static Shock!
I'm dead.
Bro, I listen. I can't remember all every theme song, but I can remember a part, and and I think that's how it would end. The guy who voiced Virgil would just be like, "Static Shock."
Yeah.
So that was good. Always good. So who else is next?
I'll go next. Uh,
Okay.
Lilo and Stitch. You guys like that show?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if you could put that one on because I know for a fact all, the Lilo and Stitch show was on there for a while on Netflix and all three of the movies.
All the
Was it?
episodes are on there. Dang, I didn't see that.
And
I,
well, I think the show was a long time ago. Maybe I can let you side with the show, but the Lilo and Stitch movies were on there for a while. I think they got off like a year back maybe, but they were on there for a long time because I watched all of them on Netflix.
Alright, we can move on then.
Well, no. I'll be fair. Talk. What is it about Lilo Stitch that speaks to your heart?
I thought it was cool, like the different. From what I remember, what were they like creations that leaked?
Yeah.
Yes, they were creations by the fat four-eyed alien. If he had four eyes, if I remember, I can't remember his name. Um,
So after the movie, when the show starts, Lilo and Stitch are like going around trying to collect all of them. Is what I
yes,
remember.
yes. I miss that era of Disney so much. That was on the regular Disney Channel, but that was really big on Disney Toons too. Like you probably watched a lot of that on Disney Toons. Disney Toons had a lot of those shows. And once again, for the people that don't know, Disney Toons was a show strictly for showing obviously Disney cartoons, and it was from like early '90s into the early 2000s. So you were seeing hell. I think they had some '80s shows, some of their '80s cartoons on there too. But you had so many things. You had the Emperor's New Groove. on there. Well, I think that's the movie, but the Emperor's what was it? Where you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Cool.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Where
the one
he's
that had
going
the
to
llama and the.
yeah, but like he goes to school. He's actually going to school and stuff like that. Disney did a lot of that where like they make a TV show out of the movies. Like Lion King, they had Timon and Pumbaa, which was fucking awesome, and it was just about Timon and Pumbaa having random adventures around the world. Um, they had the Hercules shows, which I watched the shit out of. I can't remember any of the episodes, but I remember watching the shit out of that. You know, Lilo and Stitch. Yeah. Oh, what's up? What's up, Ori? My cat's showing me a little bit of love. Sorry, guys.
It's good.
Hey, my daughter wants to be on the show. Or you you wanna meow into the mic? No,
Yeah.
she don't want to talk.
Is there any other show you guys want to mention?
Michael, you're the one with the list. Papa was what's on your list, bro?
All right, so Malcolm in the Middle. I think this was on there at one point, but I like to watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah, 100% was on there. But that's a solid show. Uh, Malcolm in the Middle was a very solid show, and I don't think I ever watched it to the end. So I would definitely be on that wavelength with you.
Yeah, I don't think so either. What I remembered, he has like Francis, who's like his older brother. I think he's really bad or
Yeah.
something, and he gets sent away to military school. Malcolm
Yes.
is like this genius kid,
Uh huh.
but I was really thinking about his brother lately. I was thinking, man, high school really wasn't that bad. What did he do to get sent away to military school? Yeah.
Bro, some kids need it.
Dang.
Bro, and
That's rough.
remember, you also gotta remember this. Around that time, a kid disobeying their parents in any way seemed like being a bad kid. You know, not following your parents' values was being a bad kid. So going to military school for that, was very easy for I don't know what generation they were trying to like portray. It definitely wasn't like the 2000s though. I feel like.
Mm.
Um, but yeah.
Should
Yeah,
I
boy.
keep going?
Yeah, if you want. Bro, listen. You have the stage. I want to hear you talk, man. You have such a sexy voice. Like, yo, listen.
Yeah.
I give Michael a lot of shit because he does look like a hobgoblin once in a while. He looks like Morty from Rick and Morty
I
and
just
stuff
edit
like
all
that.
this out.
This guy.
You better not edit any of this out.
Yeah.
Michael, you got such a luscious, sexy voice. I could go to sleep to it anytime. Like,
My boy look like Grover from Sesame Street. Boy.
I can't with you. I can't with you.
Let me chill.
But yeah, but talk, man. This is your show. I'm about to
Yeah.
make you I'm about to make you co-host and become the owner.
Yeah,
Like I
this man
said.
is wild. Yeah. Alright, so Scrubs. Do you guys like that show?
I've never watched the episode of Scrubs
I've
fully in my
I never
life.
seen it before.
I think it starts off where they're like in training to be medical doctors. So they're like shadowing this guy and then they eventually become medical doctors. So it talks about stuff that takes place in hospitals pretty much, like drama involved in that. But it's less serious. It's pretty funny.
I've heard a lot about Scrubs, but I don't know. Those shows never caught my eyes like that. I only watched them with like my aunt and my cousin. You know, like I just never was into that type of nonsense. You know.
That's funny.
Damn, you want a lot of attention, Ori. Papa's doing a podcast right now. They're gonna make him look mad soft, even though he's dumb hard. Do you understand?
Alright.
I be out in these streets.
let's
I'd be honestly
revisit.
extreme.
Let's revisit. Code name Kids Next Door.
Kids next doors.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't it. I have an idea of what the theme song was. But what do you want to talk about with that?
So again, these were like children who were afraid of becoming teenagers. In that show, being a teenager was a bad thing. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, just just becoming a adult was being a bad thing, bro. I can tell you like that from the back of my hand. So they find out that children were the first ever creatures to be like to exist, and that they created adults to serve them, and then they ended up being families, but then the adults start secretly taking over and stuff like that. I remember that was like a specific episode that Nigel was doing like a report, like an oral report for his class,
So,
and at the end, the teacher like stops him and says, "That's enough of your silly delusions." And then the class ends, and the teacher picks up his apple, opens it, and he's like, "They know." I was like, "Oh shit, this shit wild."
dang.
Uh, bro, I tell you, I can remember a lot of things. You know what's crazy? Not too long ago, and I think the petition is still up. Um, the people who created the original cartoon wanted to do another series because called Galactus Kid Next Door. So, have you guys ever watched it to the end?
No.
I don't remember it, to be honest.
Okay, so the end is um, father. We don't know it's father yet, but like, well, it's father interviewing the the group without number one in there. Um, telling them the story of why number one isn't around because he's trying to figure out where his pipe is. I'm not sure if you remember the character father.
No, I don't remember that.
So so father was the actual father to what's it called? Um, the delightful kids from next down the lane. He was the guy who was like a walking shadow who like would get angry and was like turned into a fire. I'm gonna send a picture into the chat. I can't believe you want this. Like I don't understand why we're having this combo, and I'm the only person that can remember all this shit.
That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was doing 10 years ago like that.
bro, bro, I don't know. I think you know you know you know that saying that when you talk to a person that like you could like is not like, awkward remember things they'll tell you like he probably was dropped on his head as a kid. I'm pretty sure I was dropped on my head as a kid and something awakened and like I just can remember everything. Because like you guys are amazed that I can memorize all this, and I'm just like I feel like it should be normal. If it was part of your life, there's a part of you that should remember a decent amount of this, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, father, kids, and the all right. Damn, yo, with how like kind of off-putting the first episode that I was in with you guys was, I think it's better than what this episode is going to be.
I don't remember this
um,
character at all.
you don't, bro. There's no point of talking about the show. Then he was like a main villain in that. He was like the main villain. He was like the main villain straight to the end. You end up finding out that he's actually number one's uncle, bro. Like
So,
I remember this so well because that was in the Kids Next Door's movie. Ah, damn, Leticia just turned on the light.
So next show.
Jose, you haven't brought up anything to the table yet.
This guy.
I'll move on to
Okay.
the next show. That's the classified guide.
Oh, for
Well,
our
I
listeners,
wait. Did I say? I said earlier though, right? I don't even remember.
I think he did
it
six
doesn't
shows.
matter. He said one show, but like he's been silent ever since. This man is
Hey,
this man is.
I'm silent but deadly.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Um, but yeah, and also for our listeners that don't know this, once again, this is like our third take of this show. The first take we started with Ned Declassified with this kid Michael, and once again, no energy, no life, just bland, bland.
My
And
man
I had
needed the defibrillators, bro. Resuscitate, no.
to resuscitate. Um, but Ned Declassified is a really really solid choice. I think it paved the way to a lot of like that style of like like middle school, high school shows. You know, I think it did it well. It was with a lot of lovable characters, and I fuck with my boy Cookie, the black nerd, bro.
Yeah.
That dude had teeth for days, bro. I tell you. You didn't want that man to take a bite out of your sandwich because you wouldn't have any left.
I'm dead, bro.
You know what's funny? Now that I say that, there was an episode. I remember this. I remember this so clearly too. There was an episode where I think it was an Asian kid in the. I'm not. I don't quote me on this. Whoever wants to like pull it up in the comments, if we ever do get a comment, and one of these days. But some kid in the show, he was like I think this was like the B plot of the episode. I can't remember what was the main plot of that episode, but there was a kid who was trouble because he was known as one bite something. I think it was one bite and then his name afterwards. And he would take a bite of someone's food because he wanted to try it. And this dude like would legit destroy it. Like he took a bite out of someone's sandwich, that thing came out as a U.
I'm
Bro,
dead.
bro, that dude,
I'm dead.
that dude would violate lunches, bro. Um,
You can't forget about your boy. What was his name?
oh,
Coco or
coconut
some
head,
shit like that?
coconut head, bro,
Yeah, coconut.
bro. You know what's so funny? I definitely saw a kid who had the coconut head haircut. He just didn't have the brown hair. He just had the haircut.
I'm dead.
Bro, that dude became sexy. I remember seeing these pictures of these kids growing up. Yo, these kids glow up. Like, these shows set them up for failure to be these, like, stupid-looking characters. And then they
Yeah.
end up being a whole different person at the end of the day.
Dang.
Um, all right, what's next, guys? Because I'm just gonna like shotgun like these shows because no one's gonna put out anything.
Thing. All right. So one memory I had of the show was this episode where Ned was trying his best not to become sick because everyone at his school was becoming sick. So
I remember that.
he's doing his best to avoid everyone. And this dude eventually gets sick, and Cookie gets to meet the BMX dude.
Oh, I remember
funny.
this.
Yeah. So I'm like, dang. Besides that, the show is pretty good. Like, it just talks about issues with school that I feel like most people who are in school can relate to.
Of course. That was like the main job of that show. You know how to survive middle school. There was supposed to be a high school version, but it ended up not going through at the end of it.
You think it would have gone on for too long then?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
I
think I
think.
was surprised when this show ended. I didn't
How
want
was
it to
it?
end.
I think I was. I don't think I was surprised. I think we were all sad. I was happy that Ned ended up giving up on that Spanish girl or whatever she was, and went with.
Oh, what was her name, bro?
I'll look it up right now. I'm gonna look up the
If I'm not
place.
mistaken, I think it started with a D.
I think you might be right. Oh wait, hold up. Ned's reclassified cast. Um, no, it was Susan Crabgrass. There
Susan,
we
that's
go.
what it was.
Susan
I thought it was.
Crabgrass. I knew Ned would always look at her like crazy. Um,
Dang, I don't remember her.
she ended but um Ned
Dang.
ended up with Mosley, the jock girl in their squad, and it was
Yo,
wonderful. What?
I was looking at this dude's prom outfit from this show.
This dude Coconut's head's still mad big though. He looks better. What do you? But this nigga cranium crazy.
Yo, this man.
I'm dead.
Bro, I'm gonna get sued. I'm gonna get sued by someone. 'Cause I just all I do is talk shit. I talk shit because I love people. Coconut Head was one of my favorite characters. 100% one of my favorite characters. Bro, this
I'm
dude looked like
dead.
a
My man had the baggy
dork.
pants and everything.
Bro, this man was giving his parents hand-me-downs 100%.
Yo, dang. Yeah,
He was giving his uncle's jeans,
dang, bro.
his grandfather's suit jacket, and they bought him a new T-shirt from the Gap.
That's kind of how like people used to dress back then too. That's the funny
No,
thing
it,
about
Yeah.
it.
it really was. It really
This was
was.
considered fashionable back then.
It was.
You know, you had to wear the G unit, you feel me? In the rock wear.
I hate you so much.
G, remember that shit?
Yeah.
G.
Oh, you know what I would love to. You know that's not how bug spray works. My sister's spraying off into the air. And it's
Bro, I'm dead!
happening everywhere.
I know, I see it, but you spray it on yourself. You don't. It's not gonna
I
work.
sprayed it on my curtain, anything by my bed.
that all happened.
She needs some milk. Now let me chill.
I hate y'all. I hate y'all so much. But yeah.
Bro, I'm dead. Who sprays off into the air? Bro, I'm dead.
Yo, you know what I would love to see? I want to see some Power Ranger shows back on Netflix, but the Power Ranger show I want to see is Wild Force Power Rangers. That was the Power Rangers that really got me into Power Rangers. I really loved Wild Force. Do you guys know what Wild Force Power Rangers was?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I
So
don't
Wild
remember.
Force, so Wild Force Power Rangers, they got rid of the morphers and replaced them with these daggers, where they put these these spheres that held animal zords.
Any Power Ranger with the black dude with dreads, favorite one.
That's SPD. Everyone loves SPD.
He was dumb sexy.
Everyone loves SPD. I hate my sister. She was talking about the Power Ranger where for once they made the black guy the Red Ranger and not the Blue Ranger. Have you ever noticed that if you look at almost all the the Power Rangers, the black guy is usually the Blue Ranger? No, everyone makes that joke. Everyone makes that joke. But if you look at a lot of like Power Rangers TV shows, the black guy was usually the Blue Ranger. Um, but yeah, Wild Force Power Rangers was really awesome. I really liked it. I thought the soundtracks were awesome. In that one, overall, it was just a great Power Ranger show. And that one was one of the older ones. It was like I think late '90s, like super early 2000s. I could be wrong. Let me see. But I would definitely love to see Wild Force on there. I would binge watch the shit out of that. Wild Force Power Rangers. Oh, my fault. Wild Force Power Rangers came out in 2002. It didn't last long. I feel like it lasted a lot longer than this.
I,
It. Oh, go ahead.
I thought you were gonna say that's on Netflix. It is actually on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix right now.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, nah, you're lying.
I'm
Nah,
telling
you're
the
lying.
truth.
Because
It's on. Power Rangers Wild Force is on. Yep.
Oh snap! Holy snap! That's how you know I just don't be on televisions like that. Like I recently just watched the newest season of Lucifer, which was lit. That one's nice.
They have a lot of Power Ranger
I
shows
gotta
on
watch.
this, to be honest.
Hold up. I'm about to pull up Netflix right now.
Jungle
Damn,
Fury.
I Jungle Fury was lit. I think anything after Jungle Fury, like Power
That
Rangers
was the one
started
that
going
they
down.
did like the tiger thing or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember watching that one.
bro, I think like any Power Rangers after Jungle Fury started going downhill. Like, yo, Power Rangers Samurais was garbaggio.
I remember the effects on that shit. That shit was garbage. Yo,
Bro,
the characters look
bro,
so fake, bro.
bro, so garbage. You know what was powerful? Which one was awesome was um Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Ninja Storm rocked, bro. Like that was awesome. Where they had a Red Ranger, a Burgundy Ranger, and then a Blue Ranger, I think. And then it started building up. Uh, let's see. Damn, they have a lot of Power Rangers still on this. Damn, I'm sorry, my listeners. They have a lot. They have Power Rangers Dino Charge, which was awesome. The original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I know a lot of people like RPM. I never got into RPM. Yo, I don't care what anyone says. Mystic Force was fire. Y'all remember Mystic Force?
Not really. I don't really
Not
remember any of
really.
those shows.
Oh my god. How are we having...
They're all like one blur to me. I remember the Power Rangers, the whole,
Oh, you know
cinematic
what?
stuff, but
My fault. My fault. I'm not... I said Dino Charge was awesome. My fault. No, I'm talking about Dino Thunder. Dino Thunder was fucking fire.
it
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Bro, my fault. These dudes have basically almost all of them except they have SPD on here too. My fault, guys. To our listeners, whoever wants to watch Power Rangers, go on Netflix. Power Rangers are on here like crazy. Yo, Power Rangers Samurai had a lot of like specials, bro. They went from Power Rangers Samurais to Power Rangers Super Samurais. They got Power Rangers Super Samurai Stuck on Christmas. But this was a terrible Power Rangers. I really hated Samurais. They have Power Rangers Super Mega Force, which I thought was garbage still. Bro, you shouldn't have told me they were on Netflix. You shouldn't have told me they're on Netflix.
Yo, if Ariel says Power Rangers one more time, bro.
Oh wait, they got Power Rangers what? Bro, at least I'm the only one talking, you know.
My man said Power Ranger, Power Ranger, Power Ranger, Power Ranger. Bro, I thought the CD got stuck for a sec, bro. I'm dead. My man took that dream back to 1990 for Power Ranger, Power Ranger, Power Ranger, Power Ranger.
Yo, are there any more shows you guys want to watch?
I'm dead.
There's a lot of shows I would love to watch. I gotta just pull them up, bro. I want more Disney cartoons on here, like Chip and Dale Rescue. Chippendale Rescue Rangers was awesome. I'm assuming you guys don't know what that one is.
Nah.
I don't. I'm looking
So
up a
do you
picture
guys
of it
remember? You guys remember Chip and Dale the Chipmunks from Disney?
now. Yes.
Okay, now I know.
Yeah. They have their own show where like they helped around the zoo or whatever, like issues. That's the basis premise of it, I remember. And they had this like crazy uncle, and then this like sexy mouse girl who's their like their like niece, I think, or like their cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody still there?
Yeah, I'm still
Yeah,
here.
what?
Oh, okay.
I'm just chilling.
Well, guys,
Dang, Jose.
I think.
Yo, honest truth. I think this should be a lost episode. The next episode we still named it at 11, and we post that, just confuse everyone, and we talk about, hey, we make it seem like we did episode 10, and we'll post this another time, and people will realize why we never posted it, because this was basura, mierda. Like,
This guy.
God, bro, neither of you really talked. Y'all
Bro, but
topic.
the jokes were on point, though.
The jokes were on point. The jokes were on point.
Should I stop this now? You guys want to do an outro?
Alright.
Sure,
Wait,
why
what
not?
episode are we on?
10.
This is
Okay. Well, guys, that wraps up episode 10 of the wvme Master Show with A Savage. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Alright.
I,